finally making your UFC debut. I got to think that, feels a little delayed at this point. Give me an idea what the emotion is like for you right now.
Oh, the emotions are high for me. I'm just feeling like super blessed, to finally be here.
Is there excitement? Is there nerves? Is there, fear? Give me a little bit of all of it.
I don't know, man. I feel like just no feelings. I guess sorry about that. I guess when a fight happens, then I'll feel something.
You were supposed to fight late last year. It didn't work out for you. Give me an idea. I mean, how hard was that, kind of losing that moment?
No, I took it as a learning experience, or to gain experience. So when I didn't get that contract, I just took it like, okay, I'm gonna go learn more experience or get more experience.
Did you see it that way right at first? 'Cause that's a very mature way of looking at it. But I got to think, in the beginning, it's like, come on, man, what's going on here?
Yeah. I guess after a while, I was like, oh man, come on. But given the circumstances of 4-0, I was like, well, I'll gain more experience. And
no question.
So here I am. And
you're fighting on ESPN. I know it's the prelims, but it's on big ESPN as well. Give me an idea what the feeling of that is. I got to think that feels pretty special. I mean, this is something that nobody has been able to do in UFC history, and you're going to be somebody that gets to do it.
Yeah, I feel super happy about that, come and fight on ESPN, because, initially I was playing football, and I wanted to get in, NFL, but never happened. But here I am, ESPN.
Is that something you had dreamed of? I mean, kind of, obviously your football days, did you think about being on TV and that sort of thing?
Yeah, in the crowd and the glory to that, and they're shouting and all that. So yeah, hopefully it gets like that on Saturday.
So does it mean something special? I mean, no disrespect to Fox, who was a wonderful broadcast partner and all that. I'm sure you would have been happy to fight on Fox as well. But does ESPN, like those letters, does that mean a little something extra to you?
Yeah, it means a lot to me to hear ESPN. So I'm like just super excited about that. Internal.
Talk about your opponent. A guy that's made his way in through the Contender Series as well, Brazil version. What do you see in him? What do you know about him? What did you study? What do you think about him?
Well, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. So, Mr. Castro, I believe that's his last name. He's a hardcore jiu-jitsu, and that's pretty much all I can say about him. Yeah.
Doesn't sound like you're that impressed with him.
No. I mean, no, I'm not. But yeah, it'll be fun come Saturday, me and him.
What do you think the matchup, as far as the style is playing out? I mean, what would you consider yourself? I mean, as you said, a former footballer that's making his way as a fighter as well. How would you break down your style? If he's a jiu-jitsu guy, what are you? Well,
I personally like to look at myself as a complete, fighter. So this would be a good test, to, for him to be a hardcore ground jiu-jitsu guy, and then me to be like, I'm good at everywhere. So I just want to get in there and test myself.
I'm always interested in matchups like that when you know a guy is so good in one area, right? I mean, do you want to avoid that area at all costs? Or do you want to go in there and show him that, like, hey, that's your strength, but I'm just as good there?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go in there and be smart. So, yeah, I wouldn't go to the ground because, let's be honest, it's not entertaining. So I'll try to keep it up, and we'll fight. I'll make him fight.
Very nice. So you really think about the entertainment factor of a fight more than just wins and losses? You think about what it means to the fans?
Yeah, definitely. No one wants to see, people rolling around. No disrespect to jiu-jitsu, but we come here to fight, and I'm pretty sure everyone wants to see that. Contender
Series vet versus Contender Series Brazil vet. Is that fun? Does that add anything to you for it?
Yeah, I think that's fun. Me and him debuting, so that's fun. Especially with all the guys here from Contender, from Jeff Neal to Stewart. So yeah, we're all like trying to, climb that ladder, and now we're here.
Do you feel like there's still something to prove? I mean, Contender, it almost feels like an extension of the UFC, right? I mean, you got Dana sitting there, you got everybody, but do you feel like you have something to prove when you get to this level?
Yeah, I agree. That's probably why Glover to Shirley was looking at me like, what is this guy doing here? But yeah. I'll prove myself tonight, and then he'll see, and then the world will see why I'm here.
What's the goal for you in this fight? I mean, I know you want to win, but it's going to be kind of tough to improve on what you did last time out, right? I mean, you can't beat that.
Right. I don't plan to knock him out in 8 seconds. If it comes, it comes. But, I definitely want to finish him.
Nice. Well, you're getting an early start to this year, first fight card of the year. Give me an idea of what you want to accomplish. I mean, you've been working for a while to get here. Now you're here. What do you want to accomplish this year?
This year, you know, hopefully get my name in the mix and become like a top-rated, top 15. So we'll see.
Saturday would be a big step in that direction. When you play this thing out in your head, how do you see this thing going? I know you say, you know, it's gonna be tough to get an 8-second knockout, but when you play this out, is that how it goes? How does this happen?
Yeah, you know, my opponent, he probably will run in or something, and that'll be it. Or he'll, you know, pace himself and try to grab me. But eventually, I'll end it.